In a world that seems to value constant noise and relentless chatter, true power lies not in the clamor of words but in the art of silence. The power that transforms lives, that shatters limitations, and that inspires greatness is the power to control your own voice, to master your emotions, and to harness the relentless force within you. Drawing inspiration from the groundbreaking insights of Friedrich Nietzsche, we learn that our greatest strength comes not from dominating others with our words, but from conquering ourselves through strategic silence and unwavering determination. Nietzsche taught us that life is not measured by the volume of our voices, but by the depth of our will, the will to power. This concept is not merely about asserting control over the world. It is about the profound journey of self-overcoming, where each moment of silence becomes a statement of strength. When you choose silence over endless chatter, you create space for introspection, clarity, and deliberate action. In that quiet space, you discover your true potential, your deepest desires, and the power to shape your destiny. Every day, you face moments when the urge to react overwhelms you. In these moments, you have a choice: to surrender to the noise or to harness the power of silence. Consider the people who speak without thinking, who rush to justify every word, and who let their emotions run wild. They are the ones who reveal their vulnerabilities, exposing fears and insecurities for all to see. In contrast, those who embrace silence are not weak. They are the ones who observe, analyze, and choose their words with deliberate precision. They understand that every unnecessary word can be a window into their soul, a sign of weakness, and an opportunity for others to seize control. When you pause and allow silence to take over, you gain the power to observe the world with a keen eye and a clear mind. You become the calm in the storm, the unwavering presence in a chaotic environment. Silence is not a mark of submission, it is the ultimate tool of self-control. It enables you to detach from the immediate reaction, to see the bigger picture, and to act only when your words and deeds carry meaning and purpose. In this way, silence becomes a shield that guards you against the manipulation of others and the tyranny of impulsive emotions. Think about the great thinkers and leaders throughout history. Socrates, who used probing questions instead of harsh words to lead his students to self-discovery. Steve Jobs, whose carefully chosen words resonated with millions and changed industries. And Miyamoto Musashi, the legendary samurai who let his opponents tire themselves out before making his decisive move. They understood that true influence is not about constant expression, but about knowing when to hold back, when to listen, and when to strike with clarity and purpose. In the realm of human interaction, there are two kinds of people: the reactors and the observers. Reactors are driven by immediate emotions. They are the ones who shout, argue, and expose their inner turmoil. Their words are like arrows fired in haste, lacking precision and often missing their intended mark. Observers. Observers, on the other hand, are those who choose their moments. They listen more than they speak, allow others to reveal themselves, and only then respond with words that cut through confusion like a scalpel. These are the individuals who command respect, whose silence is a testament to their inner strength, and whose deliberate speech changes the course of events. The misconception that power is measured by how loudly you can shout is a myth propagated by a society that mistakes noise for substance. True power, as Nietzsche revealed, is rooted in the ability to rise above the trivialities of everyday arguments, to transcend the fleeting need for external validation, and to create your own values in a world that often seems devoid of meaning. When you stop engaging in every argument, when you stop feeling compelled to explain, justify, or defend your every thought, you liberate yourself. You take control over your inner self and, by extension, over the narrative of your life. Embracing silence is not about denying your voice. It is about choosing the right moments to let it resonate. Every word you speak should be a carefully measured tool, designed to achieve a specific purpose. When you speak only when necessary, you become unpredictable and, as a result, much more influential. People begin to listen, not because you are the loudest in the room, but because your words carry weight, conviction, and an undeniable truth. In a world where most are enslaved by their emotions, your calm demeanor and strategic silence set you apart as someone who controls not only their responses, but the very energy of the conversation. There is a powerful psychological edge in strategic invisibility, the art of making yourself scarce when it matters most. Constant presence breeds predictability, and predictability is the enemy of influence. When you withdraw from the constant need for attention, when you allow yourself to disappear momentarily, you create an aura of mystery and value. This is the core of what Nietzsche hinted at in his philosophy. The idea that what is rare, what is elusive, and what is not always available is ultimately more precious. By managing your presence with precision, you not only enhance your own self-worth, but also make others crave your insight, your guidance, and your leadership. Patience, too, is a weapon of immeasurable strength. In a society that demands instant gratification, those who can delay their responses, who can wait for the right moment, have already won half the battle. Every second you resist the urge to react impulsively, every moment you choose silence over noise, you are reinforcing your inner power. Patience is the embodiment of self-mastery. It transforms the simple act of waiting into a strategic advantage. When you are patient, you allow the natural flow of events to unfold, and in that unfolding, you gain the clarity to make decisions that are both bold and wise. In conflicts and debates, silence has the remarkable ability to turn the tables. When you choose not to react, you force your opponent into a state of uncertainty. Their attempts to provoke you become futile, as your calmness and measured silence expose their own fears and insecurities. This is not a tactic of retreat, but a demonstration of power. The power to remain unaffected, the power to let others reveal their true selves, and the power to turn every confrontation into an opportunity for growth. When your silence speaks, it sends a clear message. You are in control, you are composed, and you are not easily swayed by the trivial disturbances of everyday life. The journey to mastering silence is also a journey towards self-control. It is about understanding that every impulse to speak without purpose diminishes your value. By choosing to hold your tongue, you are not denying your opinions. You are choosing to express them only when they can truly make an impact. This discipline is what separates the fleeting voices from those that resonate through time. It is what transforms a momentary thought into a timeless truth, and it is what allows you to navigate the complexities of life with an unwavering sense of purpose. Imagine a life where every word you utter is a reflection of your inner strength, every pause a testament to your deep understanding, and every silence a proclamation of your power. This is the life of someone who has mastered the art of self-control. A life where the noise of the world fades into insignificance because you have learned to rise above it. It is a life where you are not defined by your reactions but by your choices, where you are not held hostage by the need for validation, but where you forge your own destiny with boldness and conviction. The psychological warfare of silence is a force to be reckoned with. When you choose to remain silent in the face of provocation, you do more than just protect yourself. You challenge the very dynamics of human interaction. In every moment of quietude, you are inviting others to confront their own vulnerabilities. They are left with nothing but their thoughts, their fears, and their desperate need to fill the void with noise. And in that void, you stand strong, unyielding, a beacon of self-assurance and resilience. Let your silence become the catalyst for change in your life. Let it be the foundation upon which you build your strength, your confidence, and your influence. Every time you refrain from reacting, every time you choose to wait, you are reinforcing the idea that your inner power is far greater than the transient opinions of others. You are telling the world that you are not a slave to your emotions, that you are not controlled by the need to always be heard, and that you are, above all, the master of your own destiny. Embrace the wisdom of Nietzsche, a wisdom that challenges you to break free from the chains of conformity, to shatter the illusion that loudness equals strength, and to understand that true power lies in the courage to be silent. In a society that values the superficial, dare to be different. Dare to stand apart by choosing silence when others shout, by choosing depth when others skim the surface, and by choosing mastery over mediocrity. As you walk this path, remember that every moment of silence is a moment of empowerment. It is a deliberate act of rebellion against a world that demands constant noise and immediate gratification. It is a declaration that you are in control, that you decide when to speak, when to act, and when to let the power of silence transform not only your life, but the lives of those around you. This is the essence of being bold and fearless, knowing that your true strength comes not from the clamor of endless words, but from the quiet determination that fuels your journey towards greatness. Now is the time to reclaim your power. Let every silence be a testament to your inner resolve. Let every pause be a reminder that you are the master of your own fate. And as you navigate the challenges of life, remember that the most powerful weapon you possess is not your voice, but your ability to choose when to use it. Step into your true potential with unwavering confidence. Embrace the silence, harness your inner will, and watch as the world begins to listen to the force of your unyielding determination.